Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 for some racing. You see, a little while ago I did a video with Mustangs versus Minis, a classic touring car rivalry from the 60s with the classic cars. And, well, there was a new Mini had come to the game and I built one of these to go racing with the new Mustang. And it was a lot of fun, and I have to say the Mini was a wonderful, wonderful car to drive. And it was suggested that it would be fun to have a go with a one-make race with these Minis, because these are the perfect sort of cup car. Hell, even the support races for the BTCC now has got a Mini Challenge, it's called, with maybe not quite this exact Mini, but, you know, with these one-make races with the hatches. One-make races, this style one-make race, often gets very, very good, very, very close racing. So the hope is that these cars are going to provide it when we all go racing. Plus, it's another excuse to drive a vehicle with a truly stupidly massive wing, which is also always a good thing. Essentially, we wanted to have some fun racing identical cars and should, in theory, provide some really, really close racing. I am down in 8th place. So it's going to be a busy race for me. Hopefully we can move forward a bit. I think with everyone in identical cars, with the races being fairly short, if you start down the back, it's going to be difficult to win. Not going to say impossible, but just sheer trying to get through the traffic is going to be tough. But we are going to do our best here. We are going to try our best to see what we can do with this one. So this thing, I mean, it's sort of full race car build. This is running slick tyres. It's about 300 and something horsepower, 330, 340, something like that horsepower. It's not crazy powerful, has a lot of grip, so yeah, should be good. It is a great car to drive. I'm not a big fan of the modern Minis in general, but the Cooper Works GP Minis are, you know, kind of that soft spot for these. We're still going to make the most of the Ghost mode with Stevie and Amy, and we can hopefully sneak away. Yeah, you leave the door open in one-make racing and everybody is going to come flying past. It is just how things go with this type of racing. Oh, and yeah, we almost left the door open for Rusky there to have a look while Stevie was fighting with Amy. We will then get to the inside. Downside, lots of smoke. Now, these things will be a smidge understeery. They're certainly not too bad, but there is more smoke pouring off them because the game can be a little bit laggy. These cars aren't actually understeering that much. They're not spinning the wheels that much through the corners. The game does, what's the right word for it? Exaggerate it a little bit. Shall we go try and get 4 cars into turn 1? That's not going to work around the outside. This is a very, very quick track. We're flat out for quite a lot of the lap here. We're not going to have a look to the inside. Not going to have a dive. There's no reason we would want to have a dive through there. We're not going to be close enough, and even if we had a dive on one car, we're just going to end up in the door or the back of another car because everyone is so close together. This next corner is a dicey overtaking spot, not impossible to do, but it's kind of tightening, nasty corner here. Our best bet might be to, if Amy's side by side with Liska, if the door is left slightly ajar, we're going to try and get our car alongside. But now we're on the outside for the next corner. We've got Rusky coming to join this little fight as well. Yeah, we're going to have to try to go around the long way around this next sort of double corner. If we can keep up the momentum, we might be able to make something happen. We're still trying, not quite. Rusky's found a gap to move up into a 6th place there. We're going to push Gliska towards the start-finish line. We're going to want to go up a gear. Can we? Oh, we're going to find a way past. We're quick through turn 1. It's going to be outside for turn 2 and 3. We'll be the inside for turn 4 if we can get it stopped. Like, this is going very late on the brakes. We'll be out wide on the exit. Still can't quite get the vehicle alongside. Can't quite get the vehicle past. Where are we going to find? Again, the next best spot is going to come not through this tightening corner necessarily. This goes a little slow on the way into that one. We gave a hurry-up bump through there. Now we've got Rusky all over the back of us. Can we get underneath on the exit here? Again, we've got a good run on the exit, but we're going to go to the wrong side. We'll cross over. Yeah, we got the overlap now. Gliska was ready to defend and then couldn't quite get it across in time. when realised how much speed I had on the exit of the corner. Thought Rusky was going to try and follow us through. I think they wanted to, but they were a little bit too far back. We're up into 4th. We are too far away from the leaders. Impega versus Speed Beast battling for the lead at the moment. Can we chase down Danger Man with a couple of laps to go? I think it's going to be difficult. This is my sort of car. I love the way this thing drives, but it's going to be difficult to close that gap in. Griska's looking to the outside. Oh, might make that one work. Griska found the wall. I also got some understeer mid-corner. We've both lost some time through there. We'll go side by side down the hill. That's fine. I'm on the inside for the tightening corner, which is kind of where I want to be. I've got to look out though for Gliska looking for a way back past through the next section where we got the overtake done. Because if we take two defensive a line through here, we all just make ourselves slow on the exit. It's got a car right on our bumper all the way up the hill. Now, you know what happened last time. Don't let vehicle behind get the overlap. We'll force Gliska to go the long way around. I think if you fall behind, if you can get in the slipstream, we carry massive speed through there. We carry massive speed on the way in. Got a little bit wide on the exit and not quite carried enough, so we may still be in danger by turn 3. Yeah, because of the wing on this car, the downforce, the drag is quite high. I think if you get in a slipstream, it can actually quite help pull your car along. Now we are again going to have Gliska going for the overtake around the outside here. This time around doesn't work. Judged that one much better from me. Gliska did run wide and bump the wall. We did not run wide this time out. We actually caught a Danger Man a little bit, surprisingly, in all of this. It's going to be too little too late, I think, for us to get ourselves onto the podium here, unless a miracle happens. It'd have to probably be a missed checkpoint or something. Impega has seen off the challenge and has got a little bit of a gap as well up at the front. We'll try and go for a fast lap on this final one. Whether it's going to be enough for fastest lap, I don't know. Possibly not quite against the top 2, but we shall see. Maybe not through there. Had to have a tiny... I wondered if I could do that corner flat. Can't quite. Had to have a little bit of a tap on the brakes. Just a little safety tap through there. We will be flat through the final corner. It's been a good first race for the minis. It was a good fun battle. 4th, as good as we could manage. We had some speed in the car, definitely. Not bad carving our way up to 4th. Then the gaps just got too big and we ran out of time. What are the lap times looking like? I mean, they should be close. We'd be expecting them to be close in this one. It's, yep, it is pretty close. 107.1s for me and Danger Man, 106.8 and 6.9 for the Impega and Speed Beast for the top 2. So, yeah, very close indeed. In fact, Rusky, 106.6, gets the fastest lap of all of us. It was a good first race for these minis. We head to the Chihuahua circuit for our next race, and we have quite a nice spot on the grid actually for this one. We'll see what we can do from here. This is a pretty technical circuit. Not the easiest to overtake around with the hairpins, a good spot. The rest of the track is, not so easy to pass on. In these cars, it's going to be a fast circuit. There will be small braking zones, I would imagine. Hopefully we can do a good job around here. That is the dream, at least. We will get the car off the line, and they're gonna be. I say they're gonna be a little bit understeery through these fast corners. Certainly on the first lap, a bit cold tyres going on. They are not going to be the easiest of cars to get through here. You've got to be careful. You don't want to hit too much of the grass in places. If we can get a pass for the lead done before we go out of ghost mode, which we can't quite do, it's worth a try. I just didn't quite have enough grip to get away with it. If we could have made the most of that, would have been really helpful, because even if we are faster, this will not be the easiest job to find a way to overtake. Blakey very quick through the hairpin there, actually. Much later on the brakes than me, I presume. That's where that speed's come from. So we might have to get a little bit braver through the hairpin for future laps. Don't know how much speed we're going to take through this final corner. The answer is a lot, but do we want 4th gear? Possibly. Okay, we've got a line of cars going on by the end of lap 1. I mean, to be expected a little bit. There's a there's a brightly coloured nose at least. Can see where that thing is. I think that's the mini Rallycross livery going on Blakey's car. Yeah, you can see when that one's appearing behind us. That 5th gear is going to work better for that. We're going to take a slightly wider line on the approach and hope that we can carry good speed all the way up the hill. Indeed we do, actually. That was spot on for us. Although we're not going to be close enough to have a look at getting past Gliska. And I went wide through the hairpin anyway. That's not quite where we need to brake and turn in for that corner, which is... Well, I mean, we're learning. This is whether can we learn fast enough to be able to do anything about making a pass for the lead of the race. Fourth gear. Oh, maybe I want fourth gear through all of that. We are right there. I can't go too crazy on the try and find a way past Gliska front though, because if we do, Lakey and, well, a whole line of cars are ready and waiting to find a way past me. They're not an immediate threat, but one make racing, as soon as you start battling another car, you lose so much time. It is real easy to get in a lot of trouble, and Gliska's taken a very tight line through there. We are trying, and there's almost a gap, but there's not quite a gap. Gliska put the car where they needed to make it difficult for me, and I still can't get the braking right into the hairpin. I keep locking up or getting super close to locking up the brakes in this, and I feel like I'm going to lock them up, so I have to kind of bail off the brakes a little bit, and it's not quite working. I've got to be better in that hairpin, because we're pretty quick through the rest of the lap. It's just the hairpin that's costing me quite a lot of time. And Pega's up to 4th ahead of Speed Beast. In the background, we can kind of see the fight going on there. We're very quick again through turn kind of 1-2-ish section. Got a great run down here, but this is the most awkward place to try and overtake. It's such a one-line piece of track, and Gliska's swung out wide like I have been doing. Can we get a good run up the hill? No, not quite. We will actually, because Gliska's run out wide, and we'll have to cover that inside line again. Blakey is behind, looking. We're there, but where are we going to find a pass? And I can't go crazy aggressive now on the overtakes because there really is no gap at all back to a Blakey. We've been fast through the final corner, relatively speaking, although this lap around I'm actually wide on my own through there, which is a problem. Damn it. Blakey might want to have... Well, you want to have a go into turn 1, but it's so fast through there. It's barely even a braking zone, although unfortunately for me, got a little bit spooked having a car that did sort of try to get to the inside. It was very, very difficult getting a pass done through turn 1 unless the other car makes a mistake, which in the end we did. We've got a great run through there. Can we get to the inside of a Blakey into the hairpin? We're going to have a go at getting the car stopped. We will do, although Blakey may get a better run on the exit. That's the thing we've got to look out for. There is an overlap there, and Pega's going to come and join in the fun. We are going to be stuck trying to go around the outside of the final couple of corners. Did Blakey miss the checkpoint on the inside? I think they might have done. We did leave space. However, I think they may have pushed it a little too far. There could have been a bit of desync between us. That can sometimes happen as well. I did leave space on my end, but sometimes that doesn't always translate. It is, it's a second place. Very quick. We were quick around there. I think I could have got past... Actually, I'd say the lap times were quicker for Impega. We definitely gave Gliska a good run for their money there. I just could not quite find a way past. And, in the end, second was all we could manage. Again, Minis proved to be good fun to drive. We head off to the Horizon Mexico circuit for our next race. We are now a long way back in the fields. This could be quite a slipstream fest. I'm not quite sure. It'll be interesting to see how it's going to pan out actually with these vehicles. As I've said before, Forza Aero on a car really, really does limit its top speed. It's a big thing on this game. It takes huge chunks of top speed off. So potentially Slipstream might be very noticeable in this race because these aren't very powerful cars. It's actually 320 horsepower just under that these are running, and they've got massive amounts of drag. So potentially that Slipstream could be quite powerful. I mean, you kind of get it a little bit with the kind of mini... I think it's called the mini challenge. With this sort of racing, when you go to a fast circuit, like Thruxton, for example, you can get lots of kind of slipstream trains going around. So it'll be interesting to see whether that is what happens with these cars here. It is probably one of the fastest circuits in the game in terms of... If you have a power car, this is the track where it works at best. basically, because of these long straights. There are some nasty corners that you've got to try and get right too, but yeah, there are lots of long straights. Can't see a damn thing through all of the tyre smoke coming off the bridge, but there we go. Blakey leads the way from Stevie. We are running up high. I mean, it's hoping to get a slingshot off the corner, which we kind of will against Ewan, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough because it's going to run into traffic, basically. There's so many cars around here. You both don't want to get caught in traffic. You don't want to get slowed up by traffic, but you've got to try and make your way through it. Try and make overtakes stick, and that's easier said than done here. We are going to get underneath Ewan, and we're going to get past Longbow as well. Not quite sure how I managed that one. Longbow maybe missed a gear or something. Longbow surprisingly slow through that section. Maybe didn't realise how fast the minute's going to be able to take that corner. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be able to carry that much momentum and get that done, but I'll take a double pass where I can get it, although we are already up into 8th place here. Yeah. There's going to be another smoke screen coming off the bridge, I can sense it, especially when they're 4 wide up ahead. That will, I'd say, make it easier for us to catch up. Ewan's having a look to the inside, but he's going to get no speed on the exit. However, it didn't matter because everyone bumped the wall and I got screwed in that one. God damn it. Ewan made up all the positions there. Being the one not held in that. Yeah, as they all fought one another. They got wide on the exit, and all the momentum I had could not go anywhere other than into the back of, I think, Gliska. Put Gliska forward, but yeah, all 3 wide. That's not ideal, but we are through in one piece, and we are going to get ahead of Gliska, I think, now. Okay, let's focus on going forward again, although keep an eye on if anything behind is going to go for a dive somewhere. We're through the final corner. We've got a good run on Danger Man now. And we're a little bit clear of Gliska. Is Danger Man going to defend into turn 1? Doesn't really feel the need to. There is a gap for us to try and get the vehicle to, but we're going to be a little bit slower getting the power down here. Still can't quite do it. Nope, and Gliska's going to try and get in the slipstream. No, I'll take that slipstream back. Can we have a dive at Danger Man onto the bridge? Danger Man very, very late on the brakes through there. Does work, just about. No, it doesn't quite work. Runs wide on the exit. I will take that position, thank you very much. Gliska is going to go to the outside. Danger Man is actually trying to go to the inside for the hairpin. Very tight line. I've got another slow car in my bloody way. Every time we've got a good corner here, for God's sake, every time I've got a good corner and I'm getting positions, we come out of the corner to find somebody else having an accident and I get screwed over. This is very annoying. And we got hung out to dry there, and nothing I can really do. Yeah, this is incredibly frustrating. As quick as we are in this car, I just cannot get any luck. We would have been fine. We would have held off that pass from Danger Man very easily at the hairpin if there hadn't been a very slow-moving Ewan on the exit of that corner to give us some grief. We are going to pass Longbow, and Longbow will get a little bit boxed in with Gliska. Have nowhere to go there. We'll move ourselves back up into possibly 8th or 9th place, depending on how we come off the bridge here. We're going to want to be late on the brakes. Ewan is early on the brakes through there. Gliska's going to run wide and hit the wall. In fact, everyone hits the wall. We will get past both of them, and now we've got a good run on Danger Man also. We're well clear for the hairpin, so we can take a wider line on the way in. I was looking for getting a sort of cut back on the exit, couldn't quite do it. Ewan is back alongside now. In fact, yeah, my sort of cut back on Danger Man didn't really work. Ewan got a very, very good run through that hairpin. Ewan is going to be on a very tight line through there, although we get fired out wide, so it doesn't really help us in the end. It's going to be side by side into the final corner once more. We will just about get the checkpoint, and we will hold on to 7th for the moment. We're catching Danger Man a little bit down here, but not going to be enough to do anything in terms of a pass. Now, try not to understeer too far wide. Someone's going to want to get to the inside, and sure enough they do. I think we got on the power soon enough that we are just going to hold off Gliska for the moment. We are. There's a big squabble going on between 3 cars up in front of us. What can we do about finding a way past Danger Man here? Not all that much through here. We're still going to be stuck. We get a good enough exit off of the bridge. We're not going to go for a dive at the hairpin. I was going to try to go for a cutback on the exit. Just every time I'm trying to do anything, there's just a car in front of me slowing me down, and somebody else will just fire their car up the inside, as I can't get any momentum on anything. This has been one of the most frustrating races I've ever been. It's been a good race, but it's just been unbelievably frustrating for me, because as quick as we've been, it's just always been a car slowing me down on an exit of a corner. And yeah, I'm very annoyed with that race, and it's how it goes sometimes. You just have these frustrating races, and that one was very much one of them. I think I had a lot more speed than that in the car. I could just never really ever get to use it. We got stuck in a very annoying kind of bog, if you like. But there we go. There was kind of a slipstream train, but more of just a mess, really. We head onto our final race, into the city for another very technical circuit. Not bad spot on the grid. I'll take that. If we can stay out of trouble, that would be a good start, really. I mean, that's what we're aiming for. If we can stay out of trouble, and yeah, if we can make the most of ghost mode, I guess. Another track can be a smidge difficult to overtake around. There are good overtaking spots at this track, but it is narrow and, well, potentially dangerous on a couple of them, in the fact that there are sticky out bits of bollard and wall that if you get it wrong and you get fed into, you are going to have a bad day. So yeah, when you make a pass around this circuit, you've got to really get it right. And of course, normally when we race around here, we've got cars with varying characteristics, whether it be acceleration or grip and so on, and we're not going to have that here. We're not going to have, okay, you might get a better run out of a corner to out-accelerate somebody, but yeah, it's going to be a challenge, definitely. That's what we want, and these are great handling cars for a very technical circuit such as this one. We got a lot of understeer through there. Could not quite make the most. He was having a bit of a bad time coming out of there, and is again a little bit slow coming up the hill. Maybe a bit of street furniture might have been in assistance there. Around the final corner we go, and that will be a nice straightforward pass for us. Thankfully, yeah, the other nice way to get a pass done is if the car ahead makes a little mistake, and you can profit from it, just them running wide. Like that, for example. Not that anyone was close enough, thankfully, behind me to be able to make the most of that little error. Okay, we've got a little gap back to third. That is good news. It gives us a little bit of a cushion. It means we can kind of go for it, and if we do make a mistake, we're not going to lose all the positions in the world. In fact, we're absolutely monstrous down the hill there. And it is what we wanted, because now we are right behind Gliska. We can start putting pressure on. It's not so long ago, I can't remember what cars we were doing this. I've chased Gliska around this circuit fairly recently with something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was in a versus the community thing. But now I've got to just try and find a way past. It was the Camaros. I think it was a one-make race with the Camaros, wasn't it? Can we make it stick around the outside here? That is a long way to go around the outside. Gliska was a little careful though through there. There was room and we had speed. I just didn't get my car in the right place to make the most of it. We have got a great run down here, but street furniture denies us. Plus we'll be on the outside at the bottom of the hill anyway. Oh, and then I get a big chirp of wheel spin when I didn't want it. We'll have to back off for a second there. Yeah, I had to lift at a critical part as the wheel started spinning. I think it was over the curb. I just bounced the car into the air, and yeah, we lost traction. That just spat us out wide. Can we find a way past here? The other big question is, where are we going to find a way past here? Turn 1 around the outside is difficult. We found last time around, and Gliska's covering the inside well, so we're not going to be able to do that. The best bet is going to be down the bottom of the hill. That's the prime overtaking spot. Or for me, I don't like going to pass down the hill. It's the next corner that comes after. It's the left-hander. Carry good speed down here and then chuck it up the inside of the left-hander, or just outrun if you can get on the power better. The final corner might be the place to do it if you can get a good run up the hill, which we haven't got, although Gliska had a little scare on the wall that time around. Doesn't go defensive though. I was hoping they'd feel the need to defend down there. It's so difficult to have a dive at that corner, because again, all the braking zones are so tiny in this car that it is very, very difficult to have a big lunge like that, because the braking difference in the cars just isn't enough, and then I've made a little mistake through there. So we're going to have to be very quick through the rest of this lap if we want to have another chance. We might not get another chance unless there is a mistake from the car ahead. We're pushing it a little too hard now, desperately trying to catch up. We get a bit more wheel spin through there. We do get on the power quite nicely, but yeah, we're going to be too far back to really do anything here. God damn it. I tried everything. Oh, struggling with the brake. On this game, it is a real difficult thing trying to get the braking right. It's so easy to lock up these cars, and they're not the worst thing in the game, but just in general on Horizon 5, getting the braking without locking up is not easy. And yeah, I have not quite got the feel for it today. I'm a little wary. The problem is, once you start being a little wary under brakes, you're just not quite getting the most out of the car, although that was good, and then I got on the throttle too soon. I had to hope that was going to stick, because otherwise there was not a chance I was going to be able to make it work, and I think it was worth trying, but at the end of the day, it was just too little, too late. Gliska will fend us off. It was a good race, good challenge. I threw everything at the back of Gliska's car, but I could not find a way past for the second time around this bloody circuit. Just couldn't quite do it in the end. We do get fastest lap ourselves. I imagine a big squabble in the mid-pack. Again, like, yeah, the big squabbles probably won't help for lap times. Very, very similar, though, between me and Gliska. Just the lap times of the 46.2s. Yeah, I mean, these cars they're great fun to drive. I continue to like the Cooper Works Mini, the GP Minis. They are very, very good handling machines, and, well, funnily enough, when you make a one-make race, you do get some really, really good racing. I did not always, as I said, didn't have the best of luck in some of them, but yeah, they are good fun. This is basically just an excuse to go do some closer to proper racing in the game, and they are very, very good for that one. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed some sort of mini challenge racing, if you like. Shall be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.